What's going on, people? Welcome to Live Palace News. We have finally made a signing. We're going to be discussing that. Apologies for the delay and apologies if my audio doesn't sound great. The microphone is not working, so it's better to talk through this camera rather than do no show. So here we are. I'm joined by Lou and Patrick here. But it's not just that. The UEFA Conference League draw, that's been announced. So we're going to react to that, as well as a potential medical booked for a centre-back. Another incoming for number 10. Is gonna be a busy show. As always, drop a like, even if you're watching a replay. Thank you to each and every single one of you that do that. Let's see if we can hit over 200 likes for our new signing, as well as subscribing and leaving down your thoughts in the live comment section or the comment section down below if you're watching it afterwards. Lou, I'll start off with you. Before we talk about Pino, I mean, you've tweeted about it like 50 times. You went to an away game, European away game. How does it feel, man?
You know what? You're in a queue of people who are hating, man. Like, it's all right, bro. It's all right.
What did you say? I'm in a queue of people. What?
I see people hating online. Oh, it was only
Oh,
it wasn't a real game. It wasn't.
Oh, I mean, hey, I mean, you tweet about every 20 minutes, like, oh, you know, I went to European away game. But how was it? Jokes aside.
No, obviously it was one of the best away days I've done. The game wasn't great, but you know, the trip was worth it, man.
Yeah, well, thankfully we're gonna have more away days coming up, which we're gonna react to after talking about Pino, the new signing. Let's start with that. Yemi Pino is being confirmed today as our new official number 10. So of course he's taking over from Eze. Patrick, just quickly, your thoughts. How do you feel about it?
There he is. I'm excited, man. Listen, man, we had to replace Eze. Should have done it a week ago. I'm really glad that we got him in. I honestly remember a little bit from the Europa League final a few years back against United, but didn't really follow Villarreal that much. But technically, he's excellent. He works really hard, great in the press. He's a perfect replacement for Eze. I mean, I'm really excited about it. And I'm glad he's in to at least feature this weekend for Villa.
Yeah, so that's a massive for us because after looking at that squad against Fredrikstad, we clearly needed more players on the bench. And we're gonna see. Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Actually, we're not gonna spoil the preview, which is going to be dropping tomorrow, about whether he starts against Villa or not, but he'll be involved in the squad. However, Lou, 22-year-old Spanish international, 5-year deal as well. For you, in terms of Eze's replacement, do you think this is the right move?
Yeah, definitely the perfect move. I think if we add another 10, it will be even better. Hoping that's coming in the next couple of days, but stylistically, he looks like the perfect player to replace Eze.
Yeah, and he's got experience. He's won the Europa League with Villarreal. He's had 45 goal contributions and 175 appearances. Also 3 goals and 15 appearances for the Spanish side, including starting their win over Croatia in the 2023 Nations League final, which of course was big. I mean, he's got experience and he's only 22 years old, turning 23, I believe, in October. So I'm excited. I'm happy. Finally, we got a replacement in. And I don't know if you lot saw his comment as well. He said, I'm happy to be joining an historic club. It feels weird for players to be saying that about Crystal Palace at this point. But you have to remember, Patrick, you know, he had to make a bit of a sacrifice, not in terms of wages. It seems like he's getting an increase on that. But he could be playing Champions League football this season. And he decided to turn that down to come to Palace.
Yeah. You know what? Let's be honest. Winning the FA Cup was massive for us because he doesn't come to Palace just to play Premier League. Even though, again, that's big for him. He mentioned that too, playing in Premier League. But winning the FA Cup, he said he wants to win things at Palace. And the fact that we are still in Europe. No, it's not Champions League, but it is in Europe. It's a big move. And again, I love it. And again, what I like is that he is definitely a Glasner profile player in the 10. His defensive work is excellent. His pressing, his ability to take a player one-on-one, create goals, score goals. And I think in the Palace system, he'll actually flourish even more than at Villarreal. I think he'll definitely, increase his G&A. So he's a perfect fit. I saw him score a headed goal. The guy's not even that tall. He's got a great
5
leap.
foot 8.
Yeah, I mean, so no, I love it. We should go him a week ago, a little earlier. You could have maybe gotten into the transition earlier. He's also a Spanish international. Going away, he'll be going away next week with the Spanish national team. At 22, he's already a national player. But no, man, it's a great addition. Again, the only thing I'm upset about is the timing of it. But as far as him being in Palace, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, he's got 1 appearance in La Liga this season. In the 2 appearances, so yeah, 1 assist in the 2 appearances that he's played. So he's already been involved in the GA. Mainly, he's been playing as a right winger throughout his career. However, he's played down the left as well. So I'm not really worried about that. And I think I've seen some Villarreal fans actually talking about him being more effective down the left-hand side when he has had opportunities there. So that's positive to see, because I know, Lou, you're a massive fan of hybrid roles, the fact they can play on the left and the right.
Well, he can play left wing, left 10, right 10. So the
You must be over the
hybrid.
moon. Yeah, you are. He's the definition of hybrid, no? Like, that's exactly what you want from a player.
I wonder if he can do the false 9 as well. That'd be even better.
That would be great.
We're going a bit too far. Like, the guy can't play everywhere. But yeah, he can play both sides of the 10.
Right wing back. Right wing back.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
So we joke though, but seriously, Palace need players that can play multiple positions. We can't get a player that, except for a goalkeeper, obviously. If you can't play more than one position, you're useless for us, because we don't have the squad. We don't have the money to buy a deep squad. So
unless you're you're a specialist like Adam Wharton, Mark Gahey.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The only, in terms of injury concerns, he had a big injury in terms of 23-24 season, where he missed the whole season, 39 games. He was out for 214 days. So it was a nasty injury, and came back last year, to be fair. And he had, I believe, 9 assists, which was a career high for him. So that's positive to see. It seems like he lost a bit of pace from that injury in 23-24. However, in terms of goal contributions, he still managed to find a way to adapt this game, Patrick.
No, yeah, the injury is a bit of an issue, but Ebbs had an injury and took a while to come back from. The injury he had is not going to be, you don't get over that quickly, but he's come back, and again, he played really well for Villarreal. So I'm not worried about the injury. Again, unfortunately, a lot of players get injuries when they're young, and they have to kind of, if it's an MCL, Achilles, ACL, whatever.
Yeah, he had an ACL, same as Ebbs.
ACL, right, it was an ACL, right. So
Ebbs had an Achilles.
Ebbs had the Achilles, right.
Which is worse.
Very true.
And Ebbs came back stronger. He came back stronger.
But it took him a while, though, because people talk about, people want to kill poor Vieira for it, but he wasn't ready to come back when Vieira had it. That's why we got Conor Gallagher in the first place. But no, I mean, the injury was not great, but he has bounced back from it. Again, he got the call up for the upcoming international with Spain. So obviously, you don't get caught up into that squad if you're not playing really well. So no, I'm very excited to see him play. I mean, listen, he's a techie player, and he's from South London. He got that South London vibe in him as far as the skills. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Listen, I'm excited. I am.
I think there was like some quite impressive running stats, and defensively he's meant to be really good as well.
Yeah, defensively, I've heard about that.
Yeah. So not only does he has he got quality on the ball, he works really hard off the ball, which is probably when Glasner was talking about where we lacked with Eze in terms of defensive work, that we might have a player that can be better where Eze wasn't as good.
Well, to give you guys more content and more insight, or I believe sometime next week there should be a video dropping with a Villarreal fan, and we're going to be talking about the player in a bit more detail. Of course, we're going to have a glimpse of him potentially on the Villa game, but we're going to be discussing what role he plays in the Villa game on the preview, which dropped tomorrow. But that video will be good, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to do an insight on Pino with, of course, someone who's watched him throughout his career, because he started there. But yeah, just lastly, because there's a lot to talk about. What type of GA are we expecting from him this season?
I'd be happy with double digits, as in like goals and assists combined. Like
20 then?
No, as in 5 goals, 5 assists.
Oh, okay. So double digits in total.
If we're talking in the Prem, or we're talking in all comps?
In all comps.
maybe
Epps had a very
15.
good year last year, so someone needs to take
Yeah, but
a
it's
bit
his
of that.
first. It's his first season.
in the league.
Obviously, best case scenario, 20 goal contributions. But I'd be happy with like 6, 7 goals, 7, 8 assists.
Patrick?
Similar. I mean, I'm not going to expect too much from him again because it's difficult to come into a new league, new players, slightly different style of play, but he's got the potential to improve. I mean, I didn't read all of the what Tampa Palace put on Twitter regarding it, but he mentioned that it's a really good thread that he put on there. But he mentioned for Pino that there's a lot of upside for him as far as adapting his style of play to the Premier League, as far as him increasing his GNA, the position that he takes up on the field, his ability to beat a player, to create and all that kind of stuff, his expected GA. So I'd be happy with 15. And again, we're going to be in a lot of competitions, maybe upwards of 50 games because he's early in the season. So if he gets 15 combined, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Same for me. I think 10 to 15 first season won't be bad as he's adapting. And then we go from there. But look, he signed a 5-year deal. Of course, we don't know if he has any release clause or anything like that. He's still young. So yeah, it's a good move. Finally, we managed to confirm someone ahead of the game, which we're going to go back to transfers in about probably about 10 minutes time. But before we do, if you haven't already done so, hit the like button. We're going to be talking about the Conference League next, as a draw happened earlier on today. And we're going to be going through some of the games and what we think about the draw. It wasn't the easiest of draws. I think some teams there is proved to be a bit difficult. What happened, Patrick? You're mute.
I heard some noise, some background. No, that was it. Some background.
Okay. I think that was Lou moving himself. Let me just see. Yeah, Pino, he can play on Sunday. So that's been confirmed by Palace and Honourable Glass now as well. So can you lot see the games on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
This is the draw happened earlier on today. Palace will be facing this non-order, by the way. We got AZ Alkmaar, Dynamo Kiev, Kuopio. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Strasbourg, Larnaca, and Shelbourne. I'll be honest, when I first saw this, I was outside and I was a bit busy. I was like, is this the best draws? We got Alkmaar, we got Strasbourg, Larnaca. I'm 50-50 about it. I think it could have been easier. It could have been more difficult as well. I think we've got enough teams there which we can beat. Most importantly, the away days, Dynamo Kiev, which will be in Poland, of course, due to what's been going on. Strasbourg will be in France. Shelbourne is another game to look at because I don't know if they're going to actually play at their home ground or the national.
It'll be at Shamrock Rovers.
Apparently. I don't know if it'll be at Shamrock Rovers. That hasn't been confirmed, but apparently the rules are that if they play one game at a venue, they have to play all their games there.
Yeah, so they won't rent the Aviva Stadium because not all games
too large, right?
Too big, too much money. They won't make any money.
Yeah.
So I think the capacity might go up a little bit with Shamrock Rovers. But yeah, what's our thoughts on the draw, Lou?
Yeah, it's probably it's enough to go through. I think Kiev in Lublin will be a difficult game. I really rate Strasbourg, aka Chelsea reserves. And I think they got a really good manager, and it's a hostile place to go. But the rest, AZ Alkmaar, they've got quite a good European pedigree, so that could be tough. But yeah, I see 12, 13 points in those games.
Patrick, do you think there's enough teams there which we can beat to go to the next phase?
So when I look at home versus away. So you obviously have to win your home fixtures. So Alkmaar will be tough, but having a home is an advantage. You got to beat Cups Kuopio and you got to beat AK Larnaca. There's 3 wins there, and then at that point get one more win for me, and you're safe. If you can't beat Shelbourne away, we're mudded. But I definitely think Strasbourg and Dynamo Kiev are going to be the hardest 2 teams because they're away, and we've never been in Europe before prior to this year, so this will be a good experience. But No, win our 3 home games, beat Shelbourne. That's 12 points, and then Lou said maybe a draw for the other 2. But even 12 points should get you through.
Yeah.
12 points will get you through, no matter where you are in the knockout.
We want to be top 8, don't we?
Exactly. Yes, I'm saying right. Exactly. So right, that'll give you the home advantage exactly in the 2-legged playoff.
And no playoff.
Right, but then because then you skip that playoff, then you get into the whoever wins the But the point being though is that again, win your home matches, win an away match, steal a draw, most probably at Strasbourg. But Strasbourg and Kiev are a very good team. I would rather have those 2 at home. But again, it's not impossible to get through this at all.
But
so it could have been tougher. So I like it, and I hope that when I come over, and I'm coming over in November, that either it's a home game. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. But I'm not going to Kiev. I'm not going to Ukraine. Obviously, I'm not going to Poland. But I will go to either Strasbourg or go to Ireland. Would be beautiful to go to. So, but I'm definitely not going to Poland. I'm not.
But that's the problem with the Ireland game. That's what I'm worried about. The capacity.
Say again.
The capacity for the game in Ireland.
You're right.
That's
great point.
If we're talking on capacities, so Dynamo Kiev play at Lublin in Poland, which holds 15,000 people. Their previous game against Tel Aviv only had 1,000 people there.
All together.
Yeah,
home and away.
Home and away.
Surely they give us more away to get. No, I wonder how much.
But
they give us, actually.
Their last game against a British team was against Rangers, and they only gave Rangers 2 blocks, and there was only 7,000 people there.
Wow.
So what's 2 blocks? You know,
I think it was about 1,200, but
I think that should be enough. I don't think everyone's going to go Poland anyways.
That's the trek in the winter time.
Well, it's actually not. It's only 1 flight, which is not too bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strasbourg only has 1,300 away tickets as they're renovating their stadium, so they can only hold 1,300 away fans.
That's 5%
not bad. 5% of 26,000. Shelbourne will be playing at Shamrock, which holds 11,000, but Shelbourne only get about 3,000 to 4,000 fans, so there's a possibility they might give Palace a whole stand, which would then be about 2,500.
Okay, so you convinced me. I need a home game. I need a home game for that for when I'm there. Forget the way is not going to work then. Obviously, clearly not going to work.
Because no, Shelbourne, there's Tolka Park,
right?
Their actual stadium holds 5,000. Yeah, their game against Linfield only had 3,500 people there. They're going to be playing in a stadium twice the size. Each stand holds about 2,500. Yeah, but each stand holds about 2,500.
Got you.
So there might be a situation where they give Palace 1 stand.
Yeah. Well,
wouldn't that take away their home advantage if they do that though? You know what I mean?
But they might not be able to sell out 7,500
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll buy a ticket in the home end. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's a lot of these things will be home. People will have to go on the home end.
Exactly.
I advise people to become members of these clubs ASAP.
I went on Dynamo Kiev's social media page and they haven't tweeted for years, so I don't even know if they have.
You wouldn't think they would, though. I mean, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how it works in terms of membership. I don't know if
that situation is terrible.
I just feel like they just play football. I don't think they care about memberships and all of that.
No. The more important things in the world, right? Than
exactly.
But like to put it into perspective, if we're relating it to Premier League games, this is the same. It's like trying to get a ticket to Brentford away or Bournemouth away.
Why is it really Brentford or Bournemouth? Right? I guess we'll see how much interest there is. There was a lot of interest for Fredrikstad. But then
Fredrikstad went down to general sale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
that was
how many people would be willing to go to Poland, for example, for a game.
That was different because it was on such short notice and the flights and everything was so expensive.
Mm-hmm. The flights to Poland, thankfully, they're not expensive. If you don't want to go, if direct flights to Lublin if they're expensive, you can go Warsaw, and there's like a 2-hour drive. So I guess it gives like alternatives. France, you can either take the train there or you can drive there. It's not that, it's like 8-hour drives. So if flights are expensive, that's no issue. And Ireland, of course, it's not far as well. So the travel shouldn't really be a major concern. It feels like I don't know, like Finland away days, maybe it might be a bit more difficult due to the flights. But let's see. Let's see what actually happens. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the draw. Of course, I wanted the easiest draw possible. I don't mind traveling wherever. That's not a concern. And I think, it's decent. We've got some teams actually benefit us, Patrick, in my opinion. I mean, playing Strasbourg, there's going to be space in behind. So not every team here is going to be sitting back. I'm looking at the game against the Finnish side, Cups, and maybe they sit back at Sellers Park. But there's a little bit of balance. Like Alkmaar, surely they're going to want to play football. Against Frederick's side, we struggled against teams sitting in a low block.
Right. No, I mentioned that yesterday during the player ratings, is that we are not normally the team playing against team in a low block. So you're right. Alkmaar, Kiev, Strasbourg are going to play football. Larnaca, Shelbourne, and Cups are going to have a low block, so we're going to have to deal with that. But thankfully, 2 of those games are at home, and we'll deal with it. I was looking real quickly, by the way, at Shelbourne's schedule, because like they're almost done with their season in Ireland because the schedule's different. But November 1st, their season's over. No, so for these matches, depending on where it falls, and I think our first game is, I'm looking at it now, it's October 2nd. Depending on when it falls, if we play like them in, let's say, match day 6, which is December 18th of December, their season's over. So they're playing these games at the end of a season they've already gone through, which is interesting. So I wonder if they're able to, get new players, contracts are over. It's going to be very different. It's going to be different. So be interesting when that match falls. Sure.
Yeah. Let's see what happens with that. But it's good. It's good that we finally made it through to the league phase and we know our opponents. On Sunday, we'll find out the fixture list, which might make it, of course, a bit easier to plan in advance in terms of what games you want to go to. Because the order that we showed, that's not the order of the games. That's just who we're facing. It's gonna be finalized on Friday. Now let's move on to transfer news. As we've been live, we've actually got a big update in terms of a player potentially coming in through the door. We heard it earlier on today. But according to Fabrice Hawkins, JD Canbot has been granted travel permission and is expected in London this Saturday. So tomorrow, following a 27 million euro agreement, including bonuses. Crystal Palace and the defender are finalizing the contract to reach a full agreement. The Eagle has landed. So we're getting finally a centre back. He should be traveling tomorrow for the medical. Of course, he won't be available for the Villa game because the deadline was on noon Friday today. So that's gone past. But I'm happy. Finally, we're going to have 2 backup centre backs, and this shouldn't be a Mark Gay replacement as well. Your thoughts on that, Lou?
I'm really happy with it, to be fair. He's 19, which is quite young. He's been touted to go to, I think it's like they try to call it the City Group and the Blue Co Group. Like both those multi-club organizations wanted to sign him. I think Villa had a bid rejected. Obviously, they probably couldn't go too high because of PSR. So I'm very happy to have him. Hopefully, Riyadh can get back fit in the next couple of months, but I don't really see him as a viable backup at the moment. So
why not?
Because he said not till November.
Well, I thought Bruno said that he could be back September, October.
Glasner said him and Doucouré 2 months.
2 months. Okay, fair enough. But I guess, yeah, he eases the pressure off of him. But I think we're solid with numbers now. 5 centre backs. And that's all I wanted as well. This is like a Rob Holding replacement. It's funny to say, but Rob Holding was...
I still would feel comfortable with another... Because obviously this guy can play centre back, centre mid, and he's been played at right back before. So again, another hybrid type player. But I would feel comfortable with another lone centre back, maybe.
Lone
and
no,
it looks like
too much. It's too much.
I don't know, man.
Three centre backs and what? 6 centre backs in total. I think that's too much.
No, we've only got we've got 4 fit centre backs and Lerma.
Well, he's gonna come. Yeah, but Riyadh will come in at some point. He'll come back.
Bro, how many games have we got till November?
I don't know. I haven't calculated it.
It's probably a good 10, 12.
But we got October international break as well, no? October and November international break.
I'm just saying it's a lot of pressure. Like Glasner said, he said from now till Christmas they only have 1 week of training.
Yeah, but then if if Canva comes in, then we got that one backup anyway. So if something was to happen, like we can rotate in that regards. I don't think we need to sign 2 centre backs in this window, unless Gahey left. One centre back's enough, and Riyadh will come back.
Okay, if Gahey goes, do we need 2 centre backs?
No, if Gahey goes, we still need 1 replacement for Gahey. In terms of numbers, anyways, Patrick, your thoughts?
So that we have 9 matches between now and November. If we don't advance in the EFL Cup, that's part of it. If we win that EFL Cup game, that'd be a 10th match. My issue is I understand what Lou's saying. If I see another centre back come in, Gahey's gone. that's what my mind's saying to me. I'm afraid if we get another centre back in that he'll leave. So I'd rather not, because there's no way. You're right, D. I think that Canva is definitely a Rob Holding, whatever. He's a or Riyadh, whatever short-term replacement. He's not here to replace Gahey, clearly, right? So I'm good with that. We got 4/5. I would have a major problem. We bring in, let's say, anyone, any high-profile center back. I'm saying in my head saying that Gahey's gone. What I do like, I love what Glasner said today. He sounded very confident that Gahey's not going to leave. But I was out all day, and social media seem that he is going to leave because apparently Liverpool put in a bid. Which, by the way, I didn't see a bid going today. Did anybody see a bid going for him today?
No, but there's if you was,
So,
it's some people are saying that what Glasner's saying is part of a. It's like he's saying it to
coping mechanism.
Some people are saying it's part of a marketing, as in like to show how much Gahey means to the club for Liverpool to up their bid, like that type of situation. And Glasner knows the situation.
Yeah, but what can Glasner say? There's always going to be theories. What can Glasner say that's going to make people believe that he's actually saying what he means?
I'm not saying that's what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I want Gahey to stay, but I'm saying they're trying to say if a manager comes out and says, "Well, yeah, Gahey can go," or if he says that's the situation.
He wouldn't say that. He could also say, "I'm not sure," or I'm not aware of the situation. He seemed very adamant that he's not leaving. So I know what you're saying.
He also said it before that he doesn't want him to leave. Like he can't. We can't sell Gahey. We can't.
But it also appeared that the whatever. I mean, again, it's the rumors. It looks like the bid that I heard a week ago went up to like 40 or 45 today. I only heard 30 last week, so it went up anyway, Lou. It's already gone up to a number that's crazy for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're saying.
Go ahead.
They're saying that the next bid coming in the next couple of days is going to be 40, rising to 45 in add-ons.
Exactly. Right, I saw that.
Too. Is to you, is that would you sell him at that price?
They talk to me.
Yeah.
Both of you.
I thought you asked the question to Patrick. At this point, I already said it. Unless Patrick is giving me £1 million out of it, it doesn't. I don't really care about the 40 to 45. The FA Cup win. I don't know if we win the FA Cup without Gahey there. I don't know if the community.
We don't.
I don't know if these things happen without Gahey. And as a fan, I want to see the best out of it. Steve Parish made a decision. My stance is he made a decision to sell Eze. He didn't have to sell Eze. So you're going to live by that. If you want to really sell Gahey, you don't sell both of them so late in the window.
Yeah,
it'll be ridiculous. It'll be silly. Like we're getting happy right now talking about Pino getting signed and JD Campbell coming in terms of additional depth. But sending your captain on deadline day or right before it, it's just ridiculous. We're talking about how many games till November.
They did say, like the whole story is that Liverpool are not going to go forward with the bid till they get the green light that Palace have got the adequate replacement.
I hope we don't get one.
You don't have yet.
I don't see how you can get an adequate replacement.
Yeah, well, who's adequate? Like, who's going to be at this point? Like, it's just too late on. It's too late on. I don't care about the money. Send him in January. 10, 15 if you really care about them.
I'm of the same mindset. I just don't think I totally understand. It's not a good look to have him go to last year and then not make the money. I get that, but like D said, you should have sold him before you sold Eze and kept Eze. To sell both of them. I mean, one's our captain, one's our vice captain. Both of them, we don't win a FA Cup without both of them. It's just I don't like the optics of it, and I don't like how I would feel about it. I just don't like it. I just don't like the idea of selling Gay
Like,
this
sell
late.
him early on. We knew that he's not going to sign a new deal. Like, we didn't find out last week. We knew that he wasn't signing a new deal going into this whole window like months ago. That was the case. You think Palace haven't been speaking to Gay last season? Of course they've been speaking to Gay. They're not dumb. So we knew the situation, and we've kind of let it drag out. Clearly there was some interest from Liverpool there, and Liverpool are interested. They're waiting for the green light from Palace, and we haven't given them the green light. Why give them the green light now? Like, you should have done that way early on in the window. Like, forget about Glasgow. It's a piss take for everyone.
I'll be real. Like, I'm in the exact same boat as you lot, but I've kind of come to terms with this. He's like that he's gonna go.
But it's too late. It's too late in the window. It's just silly, man.
I agree.
It's silly. I don't know why we didn't do it way early on. Like, we remember, this is the same Crystal Palace we're talking about. Steve Parish that turned down £70 million bid because it was so late in the window last year. I know he's got a year left in his contract right now, but like, he's not dumb. He knows that it's late in the window, and it's like, who do you bring in?
And this is my Nicholas. This is my point that I made the other day. I mean, it's a World Cup year. There's no guarantee he plays as much at Liverpool. Look what happened to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Went to Real Madrid. Didn't get picked in his first squad since he's been there. He could go there and not play. And again, he's going to get a massive financial gain end of the year, and he could pick any team in the world who wants him. Any team at his choice. So why would you go to Liverpool? Unless he has a childhood dream to play with Liverpool. And I get Liverpool's a massive club. I'm never going to put that down. They won the league last year, Champions League and League this year. I get all that. I think Gay's in it just to win stuff, but he might be. But even that being said, he's 25. He can go to Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich. I can name PSG. Go anywhere in the world and play and win trophies, and he will get a lot of money. Why would you choose to go Liverpool now? I can't believe that's his dream to be Liverpool. If they didn't have a centre-back, they didn't have anybody next to Van Dijk, I'm like, okay, it's perfect. But Konate's he's not going anywhere. So, and if he's fit and he gets picked over you, what have you just done to yourself? Now, Mark Gay will bet on himself that he can beat out Konate. I get that. And he probably could. But if he doesn't, what has he just done? Blown his World Cup year, stuck at Liverpool for 5 years, and doesn't get that financial bonus. You'll get a big salary. You're not going to get that sign-on bonus, which is going to be massive. That could be life-changing for him, because again, they don't have to pay for him in transfer fee. They can give it to him as a signing on fee, or half of it, wherever. That's a lot of money. That's like 15, 20 million pounds you can get. It's a lot of money, you know. So I don't get it, but again, we'll see what happens.
Listen, I agree with both of you. Like, to keeping Gahey and adding these players, it just sets up the season perfectly.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. It's been a hectic summer already. Don't ruin it in the last few days.
All our success is built on our defensive strengths and our leadership, and that's like, it's like the base of everything. Those three at the back, they're unbelievable, especially with the relationship with Henderson as well. It'll just mess. It's annoying.
You don't want to ruin the attack and the defense in the same window. Like, if you want to, the balance of the attack is gone with Eze leaving. Finally, we sign Pino, which hopefully comes out good for us. You don't want to ruin the defense as well. Like, it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
But you know what? There are people that are saying, sell him because he shouldn't go for free. I'm not in that same boat. But I understand why people are saying that.
I think
other assets still. We don't, like, even if we lose Gay on a free next year, we'll see if we can get Walton. It's
quickly, if we don't sell Gahey, but I don't see any way. We've got like Eze money left, don't we?
Right.
Well, we've got Eze money left. Pino costs around what, £20 million plus add-ons or something.
Both of them was around 20. So
right.
yeah,
and then JD Canva, who's literally have his medical tomorrow. That's around 27 million euros, including add-ons, so around, let's say,
So
20
that's
million pounds.
yeah.
Yeah, there should be like one more player that we can bring in.
For 20 million.
Yeah, 20 million. Yeah, around 20 million. And you'd just like you'd hope that we should have some money.
Some money from
left
before,
over.
plus loans, plus hopefully we can sell some of our deadwood that's there for maybe 10 million. Hopefully, who knows?
Really and truly, there should be after Cambot signs, there should be another permanent and a loan. And Gay he stays. That's
yeah. I agree.
And then and then maybe a push a second loan.
Yeah. Just quickly going back to JD Fanbot, who's having his medical tomorrow, the centre back is France under 20 international. Patrick, he's only had 20 League One appearances. So it's not like he's played a lot of games. Are you slightly concerned about that? Because he's not very experienced and we're going big for him. Like, you know, for a player that hasn't even played a full season, it seems like at the top level.
I'm not bothered because of his technical ability and also the fact that he's not going to be thrown in and start right away. So we can put him in EFL games, maybe a home Conference League game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to throw him in. He's not going to go straight to left center back or right center back or center. You know what I'm saying? We've got an experience, but he's an option, and you can bring him on in situations that will work for him. Again, League On isn't a great league in the world, but it's a pretty decent league, and it's very technical. And he's a technical player, so I think he'll be fine. Go ahead.
My take about the people call it a farmers league, but League have the most prem-ready players in the whole of Europe because of the physicality and the technical side
and the technical part,
of the game.
100%.
That's why German, Spanish players, Italians are terrible here because they don't have the physical side, but the French are perfect for that transition. That's why you get players who were playing in like Mbeumo was Ligue 2, Wissa was Ligue 2. Who else? N'Golo Kante was playing low level. Riyad Mahrez was playing low level. All these players, you got Cheikh Doucouré, Baleba, Onana, all these players, they're all ready. I think he's physically a beast as well at 19.
Yeah. Well, talking about, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Of course, if there's a here we go or another announcement tomorrow, we'll be here to cover it. There was one more transfer news talking about money being left over, and that's for Christoph Baumgartner, who's been linked with a move to RB Leipzig attacking midfielder. So it seems like another potential number 10. He's expressed his desire to join Crystal Palace, according to sources, and the Eagles are offering a loan with an option to buy, subject to club discussions. That would ease up a bit of money. So I don't know if we bring in like one more player, but your thoughts on that, Luke?
I think this type of player is perfect for a squad, for our squad. In terms of just having the different profiles, because you've got SARS, the pace, Pino's the technical, you got Esse, the younger one. Then if you bring in him as well, he's Austrian, he's from the RB family.
Yeah.
He looks like a really technical player who can receive the ball back to goal. And I feel like when we were playing against Fredrikstad, we was really lacking that player that can pick up the ball in the pocket and turn. It felt like very rigid, and we were just trying to go wide and sling crosses in. We didn't really have anything through the middle. Right. And when you've got someone like Wharton who can play so many progressive passes, we need players who are going to turn on up, get the ball on a half turn, and he looks like one of those players. So yeah, for me, that's a no-brainer with European pedigree as well.
Yeah, Patrick, would you rather prefer a player like Christoph than the Reece Nelson, because of course he was against it?
Definitely over Nelson, but I was going to mention the other player that we haven't spoken about, which is Conor Gallagher, because that's
who
still
Palace won.
Maybe that opens up a space for Conor Gallagher as well, if it's like a loan with an option to buy next year.
I mean,
I think Atletico,
yeah. Go ahead.
I think Atletico don't really want the loan.
They don't want to loan him. Yeah, they won't loan him. They won't loan him. We
exactly.
have to pay for him.
We're buying him potentially, but I don't know how much they want to sell him for.
They'll want their money back. They
So
pay
Maybe up
36
front, we
million.
can maybe we can do it over installments, maybe like 30, 40 million, maybe 20 million up front or something like that. If we have the money.
I think you can get him on loan if it's an obligation, which
But
might
yeah,
take the fee down if you're paying a loan fee and then you get it down for the obligation. So if you pay like a 5 million loan fee and then 30 million obligation, and if he performs well, then it's really a no-brainer.
yeah. So going back to Baumgarten, I like the profile. He's Austrian, so there's obviously the link there. Clearly, Glazer knows him from Germany because he played in Hoffenheim. His output isn't tremendous, but he has had 9 goals, 4 assists, and he averages about 7 goals every season. Can play right mid, center mid, right wing, attacking mid, left wing striker. He's very, there you go. That's far as the adaptability, durability, and all that other stuff. So he's 26 years old. Plays in a tough league. Again, the whole Red Bull system, we play it. The pressing, the high pressing, etc. So I like him as a profile. Like I said, if you don't get Conor Gallagher, because the thing is, we have to bring in another player that can do multiple things. Conor could play as a 10, or obviously in middle with Wharton. Christoph can do similar, can play out wide. He'd give Saar a break. He's a different profile to Saar. I like the move. I think, again, I'm not putting down Reece Nelson as far, but if you gave me a choice between Nelson or I would take Baumgarten over Reece Nelson.
I just feel like after this one, even if we do end up getting him, I just feel like there's an opportunity on deadline day to do one more move from attacker. If it's a low with an option to buy next year.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised. But the question is, who is it going to be?
Hwang, because they've just signed.
They're not letting Hwang go.
No. They're getting Genks forward for 30
but they
million.
need the extra.
They did. Say again now. No, they did, and they're not letting Lawson go. Lawson's staying.
Staying.
That's a great point. Chan is a definite opportunity there because again, that player they got is a beast of a striker. They got Nigerian player, so they got him. They already had a striker before they have, and they also have and Lawson's not leaving now because Newcastle got their striker, and the profile of him and the one they got are too similar. So he's definitely not going. So no, you're right. Chan is an opportunity, and we have a relationship there with Hobbs. So who knows?
There was a comment there as well. I think there also could be a deal for El Khanous last minute as well.
Yeah, I said that on the stream about 2 days ago. I won't be shocked if we go in for him on deadline day because he's causing a fuss about it. He doesn't want to play for the club, and they were in a similar position with Hermansen with West Ham because West Ham were going for the Botafogo goalie, and then afterwards
he's going Forest now, isn't he?
Yeah. So West Ham actually done Leicester a bit dirty because they said, all right, we're going for the Botafogo goalie. They're like, oh wait, we need to sell him. So they actually managed to get a cheaper deal for him, Hermansen, than they would have. Maybe Bilal Khanous can be a similar situation where Palace go on deadline, they'd be like, look, this player doesn't want to be at your football club. We're not going to offer you 25, 30 million now. We might offer you 20 million. Are you going to take it? Leave it. Maybe we're opening that space for that.
Raksaki, take Raksaki.
Take Raksaki. I don't know if you're even like they want to have it. But maybe that I think there could be an opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if Bilal Khanous gets mentioned again. It's gone quiet now, but I think Palace are playing just for like a last minute shot again. Especially if we get another player in with loan with option to buy. So
I think an underrated thing as well. I was thinking about it today. Where teams are going to respect us a bit more now. Everyone kind of knows how we play now. Like they know exactly how we play. We need to add different profiles because we need to go into games with teams not knowing who's going to play where. Like, is Kamada going to be a 6? Is Pino going to play on the right? Is this player going to play this way? Because right now, we know everyone knows it's going to be Mitchell, Munoz, back three, Wharton, Hughes, Saar. They know. Like every team can prepare for Palace now. Right now, Villa know exactly what team we're going to play on Sunday.
Yeah.
Once we get these players through the door and they're integrated, you're not going to know who's going to play where.
Right. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity. By the way, there's over 200 people watching. On Monday, we'll be doing a live deadline day show from 4 p.m. up until the window closes. So I'm expecting it to be a busy one. In the past deadline day shows, actually, was it last year? That was a bit busy. Yeah, I think it was last year. There was quite a few guys.
Yeah, Nketiah, Chalobah, Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Easy.
So yeah, we'll be here discussing and letting you guys know as well of all the latest transfer rumors. So feel free to tune in on Monday. Patrick, was you going to say something? Sorry.
No. I was just mentioning about the. I mean, going back to what Lou was saying. No, he's right. Teams can set up for us now. That's what we need. We need the experienced players that the manager has profiled and put in him that he likes, and that can again be game changers or just change up the system. Because again, the good thing is we were very easy to figure out. Yet we're 13 matches undefeated.
It doesn't feel like it, man. It's been so negative recently because of the transfer noise.
It's the transfer thing is what it just every year. It just no matter what kind of season you have to start. We had a great start to the season. Let's think about it. We won a Community Shield. We qualified for the league stage of Conference League, and all I think about every day is literally every time I warm up, I wake up, I'm like looking at my phone. Did we sign anybody? It just kills the vibe. Or did we sell anybody? It's ridiculous. So no, I mean. It'll be a fun day on Monday if we get Canville done by tomorrow or Sunday, and then we can bring in we profile another tag. I don't want to profile another center back because if I see a center back coming in, I know that Gay's gone. So let's focus on attacking players. I don't need to see another center back coming in because there's no one. It's been in the chat for a while. The other player I would have taken is Diamande, and he's going to cost you $50 million, and Sporting's going to juice everything they come out with add-ons, etc. And there's no way he's coming to pass here. That was the only way I would have taken Gahey leaving. Bringing a guy, because Diamande is a top-notch center back who will be here for 4 or 5 years to be brilliant. But there's no one else that I don't want. I wouldn't even take Chalobah back. And Chalobah was good for us last year because I don't want Gahey to leave. But like I said, Diamande aside, I don't need anybody else coming in.
Wait, did you say you would take Chalobah back?
No, I said I wouldn't even take him back.
He'd
be the best one because he knows our system. He's played really well in it. You know, I'm not putting down Chalobah. He did a good job. I'm just saying that. But even at this point, I wouldn't take Chalobah at this point because I don't want to lose Gahey. Like I said, besides Diamande would be the one. So
would you be happy Canvot being a backup right wing back, or would you like a right wing back?
I'm not fussed about wing back. I mean, I know you guys. I'm not fussed about wing back. I know Munoz is important.
He's a center. He's played right back before. I know that, but he looks like a centre back as well. I'd rather keep my centre back. That's what he plays.
But I'm saying if Munoz got injured, would you be happy? Would you play him? He's not even fit. He's not even training.
Well, if we have another option, I don't know if Glass are playing. Maybe he's in.
Okay, so I'm just saying if he gets injured, who's playing there? Cardines
or Cardines. Right now, it's Nathaniel Klein or Cardines. It is. That was a fact. That's a fact. That's what's gonna happen. So.
And that's the only position that doesn't have any.
Why are you putting it? Don't put that out there. Don't put out this negative judge, man. We're good. Munoz doesn't get injured.
We're good for now.
Why do we?
He doesn't get injured.
Why do we want depth everywhere but there?
Because we're Crystal Palace, you can't have depth everywhere.
Bro, how long did it take us to replace Wan-Bissaka? Don't ask me, ask the club. Okay. For some reason, when it comes to wing backs, I think we ignore it. We don't think it's as important.
Oh, there you go, Sean. There you go. We could do that. We could do this. Loan a wing back. There you go. Loan someone.
That's a great call. Great shout.
We love ignoring that position.
I know you guys might hate it, but I will take Adama Traore on loan.
That was discussed, I think, at some point, wasn't it?
All day long.
The other day I said I wouldn't. The other day I said I wouldn't, but at this point I would as a backup option. But I don't think he comes on loan as a backup option.
I think he's been backup everywhere he's gone.
Yeah, but do you reckon he comes? I don't know.
I think he's perfect.
But here's the thing, guys. You know, we talk about it a lot, but have you noticed that the manager's not? Maybe it's Munoz. He doesn't ever seem to worry about. He was very happy with Kapora last year, and he's very happy right now with the Cardines. I know Kapora's injured and we're back, so I think he's very happy. And I've even heard Bobby Mandy mention that he actually thinks that Kapora can be a wingback option. So we keep talking about it. Well, I don't. You do, which is fine. But I don't think he's worried about wingback because of how great Munoz has been. And again, of course, he might get yellow cards or get injured. And if he does, by the way, I don't think anybody we bring in is going to be close to what he does. It's not going to really matter. But I think he's happy with the youngsters doing it in a pinch. I really believe that. So I think that center back, center midfield, another attacking option are much more important to the manager than wing back. But again, if it's a loan and we could do that, then I think that's a great idea.
I just need to see. I'll be happy if I could see Cardines play.
After, yeah, exactly. After Campbell, I think right wing back.
21. He plays for 21, but doesn't anymore. But he used to play for 21.
I'll be real, because the 21s is I need to see people playing men's football.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see.
He's in the Trinidad and Tobago national team. Played in the Gold Cup this summer and played against.
It's like Mustafa, isn't it? Just flipping playing.
Played against Chris Richards, the USA. What are you talking? I mean, he played against the USA team.
No, I mean the level ain't high. The level ain't.
What happened? Why you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. You said
Elliot. I get it. But the thing is, you can't get a like for like with Munoz. It's impossible. So I get we're fretting over it, but we have bigger issues right now because because Munoz is always plays. So my point is, the manager has really never even said, he's actually never mentioned that as a position he wants. Even like the rumors of players in, I've not heard. No, that's not true. That Italian guy at one point earlier, right in the.
Oh yeah, what was his name? I
don't remember his name. Yeah, in the chat, maybe you can bench him. But that's it. So I'm more focused on what he feels we need: the center back, the right 10, the left 10, a player that can play, all three positions up front. And then when we do all that, and if there's an opportunity comes up on Monday for right wing back loan, get him in. If not, boys, it's Kapora. Listen, I see your face. It's Kapora Cardines, Lou. Just deal with it, bro. Just deal with it. That's what it is.
Yeah. I need Munoz to get a knock just to on Sunday, just to
prove your point. Yeah.
Let's see.
Because let's just say, if Klein starts any game, who's the first person to be going mad.
The guy to your left or to your right? The guy to your right. The guy other way. The guy.
I don't know who's sitting next to you, but I don't know. This guy pointing at the wrong. This way, buddy. This way.
No. On my screen, it's you.
That's it. This is the guy, right? All right. Thank you, David. Calabria. That was the guy. Calabria was the guy. David Calabria. Thank you, David, for that. Yeah, thanks.
I don't know who's sitting next to you, but you're pointing at the wrong direction. But they'll get. I'll get mad as well. I'll get. Yeah. The client should not be starting any games.
Can I ask you a question, OD? Seriously? I mean, no, off topic. When you have a squad, there are going to be players in that squad that are just in the squad. You got to get past the fact that Klein is still in the squad, or that's the main. That's your main one, right? Is Klein right now? Because really no one. It used to be Schlupp and Klein, but now it's just Klein, right?
Yeah, I think we needed him for homegrown players for Europe.
That too, but we got to get. He's not going to play, so don't worry about him being on the bench.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't play, then I
hasn't played this season yet. We've been desperate for numbers. He hasn't played. He's been on the bench. He hasn't played a minute this season. So don't let that bother you. Like let that go and just focus on the positives.
It doesn't bother me. I'm just saying it'll bother me if he starts playing. That's what
so it does bother you then.
But if he starts playing, it would
bother me. If he plays, it won't bother me. If he played, it won't bother me. Not even one bit. I'm not joking.
It wouldn't bother you.
Nah.
He's
not gonna play that much. He'll play so little. Why would it let it bother me? Why? I'm not gonna let it bother. Why?
If there's injuries and we have to play in the final plan, that would bother me. I'm sorry to say that would bother me.
All right, I hear you. I hear you.
It's let's see all of that.
Extra feisty. I'm just saying, I don't really care.
You gonna go through questions or?
Can do before we wrap up.
I think there's quite a few there.
On Lou's point, knowing how we play, is a certain team in red come calling for Glasner as he plays the system. I don't think he's going to go Man United. That's what he's referring to, Oliver Glasner. During the season, I don't see him leaving.
Oh, I got you.
I think morally, he's the type of person. He's not that type of person either.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to leave.
He's also never, besides coming to pay, he's never actually quit during the season, gone somewhere during the season when he came to Pabs. The fuck never did in his career. And he had managed like 14 before that. So, but anyway, yeah.
And this is fun from David saying Diaz gone from Ward to Klein as a problem player.
Thank you, David. You see it, right? I'm not fighting. You see it, right? He always
we're slowly getting. I've wanted that clear out for years. We're finally nearly there in terms of the schlubs and everyone that's just there to add up numbers and not produce anything.
And his players, Klein. Patrick's player is Remy Matthews.
Yeah, well, Remy Matthews. Come on, everyone is Remy Matthews. Everyone.
No.
In the chat, wait, hold up, time out. I'm getting feisty. Time out.
Remy Matthews is crazy.
I
It
was,
might have been
I
Remy
was-
Matthews.
wait. There's a reason. I was at the game that he came into against Liverpool, and he gave up 2 goals late, and we lost.
Yeah, but Remy Matthews realistically is never gonna play, man. He's not
But
gonna play.
again,
Like,
I
no man in
saw
Prime
him
can
play in person. It was not good. It wasn't good for me. I'm still
He's a
scarred by that.
third choice goalie.
Right,
Why
I'm
would
just
you
saying.
get
I'm
upset
just
on
saying.
Remy Matthews? And he looks like he's a
he's-
Joe, like in the dressing room, like
Andrew,
he's missing-
Andrew, did you go to the Liverpool game? Because I was there. Mo Salah
Wait.
and who's the guy we're linked with that scored the goal? The Fulham kid.
Harvey Elliott.
Harvey
Harvey
Elliott.
Elliott scored the winner. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was there. It hurt. So I don't want to hate on Remy. He's just not a good goalkeeper. But that's just me.
Wait. But he's Mitchell's best friend.
Fair.
His best friend, Mitchell.
Mine
Who's
is Remy.
who?
David
I
Remy.
don't-
Best friend. He's
See?
even
I
Will's
don't-
best friend as well. He's close with everyone. They seem
You
like
know
a
what?
good guy.
I don't-
That's possible. Might win a Ballon d'Or one day. What do I know? You know what? My bad.
I don't hate.
And
David.
again,
gonna
Jason
make
Gavin, why is he
comment.
there? Why is he still here? We got Whitworth. We got Goodman. Why is he still
Yeah,
here?
but Patrick is a
I'm
third
joking. Don't
choice
explain.
goalie.
Don't explain third keepers. It's a joke. Don't have to. Don't
Okay. I'm just
No, I
saying.
know
I'm
how
just
third
making sure,
goalkeepers
alright.
work.
I'm
I
just
know.
making
Who's
sure.
it? Who's it? The keeper, the Louis guy from Bournemouth. He
The
wants-
Louis guy that you want.
Louis Molden.
Where does he even
He
play
should
now?
be a
Norwich?
third keeper. Wait, Louis, why are you laughing? He's good.
He got
Better than
released.
Matthew.
The guy was talking about
He's at
what's
Norwich
his name?
now.
What's the guy
He's at
keeper's name?
Louis Molden. Louis Molden.
Yeah. Where
He's
the
at
hell?
Norwich.
Bro, you wanted him, and then I swear, a week later after he said he should be third choice, he got released by the football club.
Wait, is he at Croydon or is he at Norwich? Where is he?
Bro,
To
I don't
be
know.
fair,
He's probably at home.
To
The
be
f-
fair, the
Bolton.
guy's playing
I don't know
professionally.
where he is.
Championship
Wait.
backup keeper. That's not terrible. That's not
Third
terrible.
keeper is literally for vibes. Scott Carson,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the vibes. It's
Tom
vibes.
Heaton. That might be Man United's best keeper.
It's a pet peeve, but you know what? Chat, everyone, I'm gonna let it go now. Woosah, no more anti-memory. I love Remy Matthews.
Do you know how many
I
appearances
love-
Louis Molden's had at
love-
Norwich, by the way, Patrick?
I'm sorry?
I'll give you a hint. Do you know how many appearances Louis Molden's had at Norwich?
Same as Remy Matthews, 0.
Yeah, same as he had at Palace, 0 as well.
He's the third
Yeah.
keeper. He's the third
Yeah.
keeper. I mean, I get it.
Apparently, he's at City.
The fact that the guy played a game and we lost it, that's the only reason. I never had a problem with Remy before. I didn't even know who he was. And he comes in the game because of
Probably
injury.
should hire him as a first choice goalie. Some of these goalies, they don't even play. Who's gonna know I'm rubbish in goal? I could just be in the change room.
Yeah.
Hey, it's nice way of living, man. Nice way of living. Nice way of
You
living.
know, it's a good one. This is good. Bring in Onana.
Jeez.
Now you're going
You might
too
as well
far.
open the goal.
That's below the belt. Onana is levels.
all right, well, should we just wrap up now?
You know the
Alright,
question?
There's gonna be questions all night. Like we're gonna
I know.
do previews. Well, we'll probably be live tomorrow as well. Thanks to everyone that have sent in your questions. If you do have any further ones, leave them in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you haven't already done so. Subscribe if you're new here, and we'll be back tomorrow for the match preview as well as Palace news potentially if anything does happen. That's it from us, and until next time, up the Palace.
Up the Palace.